Hi, Lynn Croker from Superwoman versus Real Woman. Do you sabotage your relationship? And by that I mean unconsciously or subconsciously, we bring through patterns and behaviours or patterns from our childhood into our adulthood. And when we're in an intimate relationship, that partner can trigger things in us, that our behaviours, that can be a positive or a negative thing. So let me give you an example. I had a client, let's call her Tracy. Tracy was in a long-term relationship. And what I found from Tracy was that in her past, in her childhood, she had a lot of loss in her family. She had people die on her, family members and animals. And so it made a profound effect on her, not realizing this, of course. So when it came to relationships when she was an adult, she always unconsciously sabotaged her relationships because she felt that everyone she loved was going to leave her. So what she would do is, before they had a chance to leave her, she would subconsciously set in motions patterns and behaviours that would push that person away. She had so much fear, unconsciously not realising this, so much fear around being in an intimate relationship and really opening her heart and being afraid of being abandoned and everyone leaving her each time. So these are patterns that we don't become aware of until someone points them out to us, or we get to a point where we're sick of having so many different relationships that we realise there's a pattern there, something's going on, and we're not happy with the results that we're getting. So we seek out coaches or mentors or people to help us identify what that pattern is that is sabotaging us without us really even knowing it. And what's really sad is many of us go through relationships without even realizing it, that we're unconsciously sabotaging that relationship even before it starts. So the key here is, the first key is becoming aware that there's a pattern in your relationships that you've had that you want to do something about. That's the second step, is realizing you want to change that. You want to change the patterns so that you can have a long-term, happy, positive relationship where, although you may trigger each other's patterns, you know how to deal with it. So the first step is becoming self-aware that you're doing something that you don't like or you want to change. The second step is wanting to change it. The third step is identifying where it came from in your past and why do you actually do it, and identifying what it is, what that pattern is. And the fourth step is actually changing that pattern. And that's all it is. It's a habit, it's a behavior or a pattern that we do without even realizing that we're doing it. And this poor woman had been going through so many different relationships and thinking there was something wrong with her because she couldn't hold a relationship, or she wasn't happy in relationships, and she always felt abandoned, and then she would push them away and then they would end up leaving all the time. So if that resonates with you and you know someone that does that pattern, or you feel that you may have some sort of pattern or behavior that's not working for you, then contact me and together we can work through this and find out what's going on and how to change it. My name's Lynn Croker, Superwoman versus Real Woman. Take care.